still waiting for Vinod and Yachting, no? No, Yachting sent it. Okay, sorry.
Marco, this is my first rhythmic transcription class. I have no idea how to write these stuff.
Wonderful. Don't worry. You can write it in any way. Brava Yachting, eh? Very nice. You just need to accelerate how long it takes you. You can post whatever, we are here to... To make this lesson and decided to make even more of a fool of myself. So here's some energy for the lesson that's about to start. Welcome, my beloved drummers. We are gonna dive deep into the groove and the transcription. Are you ready? Feel the beat and ride the thunder. BDE is on the move. We got rhythm, we got soul. We transcribe and take control. Left, right, paper guide. Write the rhythm, make it right. We are here to get more knowledge. We are here to get more knowledge. We are here to feel the logic of the rhythm that we move. We are here to get more knowledge. We are here to get more knowledge. We are here to feel the logic of the rhythm that we move. Clap it, tap it, play, say it. BDE cannot delay it. Count it, feel it, write it, show. Transcribe the rhythm, let it flow. We are here to get more knowledge. We are here to get more knowledge. We are here to get more knowledge. Clap it, tap it, play, say. We are here to get more knowledge. We are here to get more knowledge. We are here to transcribe it right. We are here to get more knowledge. We are here to feel it right. We are here to get more knowledge. Player. Level 5. Sorry. All right.
Alright.
How did you do? I see some of you stopped at certain levels. It's good. Good exercise. Little bit of a rhythm training, and now we continue a little bit training ourselves until we can transcribe what we trained, right? We need to be able to recognize these rhythms also, because we want to not only be able to read, but we want to be able to write our own ideas. We want to see the power and the faulty moments in our transcriptions, understand why certain things work, why certain things don't work, have a bigger understanding that we can only get on paper. There are some things you can also only get on paper for anything that we write. We can speak, but if we write, we think differently. And it's the same for music. And we can develop a better understanding of what's going on in many things that we already do. When I started teaching, I had no fucking clue what I was doing. I was very advanced in many things, but I didn't remember how did I learn them? What am I actually doing? I had to break things down. And because, you know, I'm an obsessive person, I did. And I did very thoroughly. I broke everything down. I broke even my drums. I was so angry because I didn't understand what I was doing. But here's a new camera angle that I made. I just want to remove this thing here. Enough guitars. Let's see what it is, this beautiful thing here, right? Hello! I need to work to have a green screen behind me. I'm still not equipped for that. But I do have a green suit, but then you wouldn't see me, you know, what's the point? Okay, so here's what I'm writing. Here's a whole note, a close. A whole note is a circle. I never write this note for myself. I'd rather write this way. You see, it takes a moment for it to adjust. Also tomorrow we receive a beautiful 360 camera with face tracking, so that's not gonna happen. These two bars are the same. Why are you looking at me like this?
Because
we have people here. Oh, let's see. Yes. As you see, it's like, there's an Ariana and a Natasha. Yeah, so anyway, this stuff is blinking only for now. Here it's less blinking, okay? These two bars are one and the same. Today I wanted to approach things differently, as you already noticed I did already, but every rhythm transcription session is slightly different. One time we had it with the guitar, with the piano, understanding how to transcribe melodical ideas in rhythm. Oh wow, look at this. That looks amazing with the practice pad like that. Anyway, let me go to the front camera for a moment. We're gonna play all the 16 notes. So I will show you this. Of course you don't see this now, I don't have a foot camera. Okay, the foot is in quarter notes. Okay, this is your metronome. So I need to remember this is a whole different setup. We have ghost notes. And we play the whole note, it means we play the first 16 out of 16. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. We accentuate. You don't need sticks and a pad, you can do it here. It's just today we don't work on technique, we just work on understanding of the location of the notes and how to represent them. So very often, if I'm lazy, which is not lazy, I mean, there's many things to do in life, no? So if you want to accelerate the kind of writing, maybe you can write a whole note and on top, even in words, 16 interpretation. What it means is this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You write just for yourself a note on the top saying interpret in 16 notes. It means you put this ghost note carpet. This could be typical like on a hi-hat pattern and so on and so forth. Nevertheless, I still really would write it as a quarter note followed by 3 quarter note rests. Right. Where is the right camera? Here. No. That's how I would write. Like the second bar is what I would write. You can exercise yourself by putting this quarter note. Now that we see it in this form, you know, in any of the 4 beats,
and now you would have the ability to move the accent only on beat 2, only on beat 3, and only on beat 4, which is very common as we develop drum fills around the drum set. See? Hello. It's popular here, right? Let's talk about beat by beat. If I'm on beat 1, so let's say now I change time signature, I mean 1/4 time signature. You can do this in a piece of music. You can change time signature at any of the bars. And it will stay that time signature until you change it again. So at this point, I could write this like this, but I could also write it like this, and I could also write it like this. And I could also write it like this. Any of these sounds exactly the same.
What happened to your memory game where you have to found the sounding? That was really good to exercise that.
Turns out they asked me for 8,000 euros to do it, so I'm waiting for a better way to publish it.
Okay. But that was super good to remember that stuff.
Yes, and also they can become flashcards big, so we can also use it during lessons to create different patterns. I didn't give up on that project, of course. And I say it's the next Christmas, it's probably going to be the next.
Which game?
It's a memory game where every card looks the same, but 2 of them sound equal.
Okay.
Based on the fact that we drummers don't prolong the sound. So we have different ways to write the same thing, but sometimes some of your bandmates will hand you over a piece of paper and you need to be able to recognize what is the location of the notes. If they say, hey, Yating, play in unison with the kick drum and the crash, and they write it in a way that you wouldn't write, but you understand, and that's very important. What is the length of a note for a drummer? Very important concept that I only understood recently. It tells you nothing about the note itself. What it means, actually maybe Yating. What is the length of a note for a drummer? It's not an exam, you can just say whatever.
Just
Right.
one, how do you say?
Stroke, hit.
Y-
But what does
Yeah,
it
one
mean?
hit.
But still, we have a length written on paper, so if you had to define it,
The stroke, like one line. How to describe? Just one stroke when you write it.
so what does it change whether I write a half note or a quarter note?
Sorry?
What does it mean? What does it change if I write a half note or a quarter note? A half note is like a whole note with a little.
Yeah, but it doesn't change the stroke. Like
Doesn't
the
change the stroke, but so therefore,
Yeah.
what does it mean therefore the length? You have defined what the stroke sounds like, the properties of the stroke, but you didn't define the length because there isn't a length. But so therefore, what does it mean? Natasha, also you can. They can. Then they can see you properly. Now.
I leave it to you, Yati.
Itong, Vinod, Agi, whoever, you can intervene. Very important. The length of the note,
Length from one beat to another.
not necessarily, but it does tell us how far in the future the next stroke needs to be played. So we have a location, and the location of the note is determined by what happened before. If nothing happened before, the location of the note is beat 1. Right? If there is nothing else. The same word is worth for rest, right? If I write a whole note, this whole note for us is just pa. It doesn't mean anything. But what it tells us is that the next note will be 4 beats in the future. That is the only thing that the length really tells us. But this is very important as you start to see patterns located in a different place of the bar than you are used to. And I show you an example right now. Tell me, Nat. Tell me.
So then what's the answer? How do I answer?
What is the length of a note? Is the indication of how far in the future the next note is supposed to be played. And by the way, this is not by the dictionary. I had to develop and understand it.
So could it be that also it is the meaning of the note is also the amount of silences there is?
So you say so the length of the note is also the amount of silence. Absolutely, because everything is silence apart from the note for us drummers. Yes. unless you're in a classical situation where you have a director and maybe you're working with mollets or a brush sound, and then they tell you to stop. But in a modern context, it just means, when is the next time that I need to play? So in a more beginning situation, I would only see, let's say we are in 2/4 time signature, I would only see a quarter note positioned on a downbeat. So I play in this case on beat number 1. But, which would be the same as writing this. As you advance a little bit, you'll start to see quarter notes positioned in different parts of the bar. For example, we can position a quarter note on the end of 1. Okay, we are not used to this, and I myself probably would not necessarily write it, but you will find it many times. What it means is that the next note, whatever is the next note, I don't know what the next note is gonna be, I don't even think about it, is gonna be 1 quarter note in the future. 1 quarter note equals 2 eighth notes. So if this note starts on the end of 1, right, and it's a quarter note, it means it will also last for the downbeat of 2. Whatever happens after is the end of 2. I could have this, right, and close. I could also have this. I could also have this. But this is what I play on the end of 2, right? Because I start on the end of 1, it means everything else is 1 quarter note distance, which is the end of 2. Would I write this way? No. Here's how I would write exactly the same thing by writing this note as an eighth note, so there is a little tail, and I would add an eighth note rest. So I will just write this 1 bar. It looks much better, no? This bar is more understandable. Let's see for the camera to fucking find its focus. Let's see here. Opa la la. It's 2 eighth note rest, eighth note, eighth note. Oh, now I found it. Just a moment. It looks much prettier. That's absolutely. It makes more sense to write it this way. But if you are a singer, if you are a musician that prolongs the sound, these would be two completely different ideas. So I would always add the eighth note rest, convert the quarter note into that. Now we're still in, let's say now we convert to 4/4, so we have more space to write. If we want to write, and I cannot go in super details on like all the elements of writing, the ties, the dots, right? Some things just take them as pictures. This is very important, that you don't want to think about notes values when you play music, no? You just want to understand, okay, that picture represents that location, that sound, that hand. For example, if I play is and as, I play with the left. If I play the number and the end, I play with the right. Okay, that's an assumption that comes from one E enda being right, left. Very good. So if I want to play the second 16th, I write a 16 note rest, which has the 2 things. If I write it big, you see it. It's like this. This is a 16 note rest. It's like a proper 7. And then take it as a fact. You write a dotted 8th note. Transcribe this image. I will write it bigger maybe here. This is how it looks. Yeah. And let's try on our body to play a quarter note, so we would be in 2/4 time signature, followed by that strange picture which represents the second 16th. You need to know what a dot means, but you also don't need to if you remember the picture. That would be E enda. the length of a note. You could also write these as a 16 note followed by a 16 note followed by two 16 note rest. Huh? 16 note rest followed by the note. They would be the same, but it's a lot of work to write all that stuff, right? So if we now want to play, let me open this. If we want to play this bar, yeah, try on your body to play all the 16 note grid, and you accentuate the one and then the end of the E of 2. Where is it? The one and then the E of 2. I need to get practical with this. This one. It's all left-handed work. Ta to cut cut right to E and the right. Let's try together. 1 E and 2 E and 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 1. Let's play the end of 1. 1 E and 1 E and 1 E and. If I put my foot, you're gonna hear this when I play for you. That's the end. 1 end. I'm putting the gosno, so you're gonna hear all the metronomic unit, all the subdivision. Yeah, all good? Tell me, Tom, if you have anything to say.
Rain bead.
Maybe. Maybe. Hey, I just met you. I know it's crazy, but here's my number. So call me 8th note rest with a dot, followed by a 16 note. This is the opposite of what we just looked at, and corresponds to the A. What is it? Here. Come on, camera. Maybe you're a little bit dirty. I need to clean it. 8th note rest with a dot, followed by a 16. So I put 2 tails, which are called flags, but I don't like the word flags. I call them tails, because you have the stem and the flag. In practical terms, that's the A. The end we already looked before. That would be the end. So now we have all the different location of the 4/16 notes. And so therefore, if you play 1 bar 0 accent, it's gonna, when I play later, when I play for you today, if there is nothing, I will play this. Yeah, you don't see me playing. I wanted to also help you a little bit with the motion. Yeah, and also this is stuff it becomes really cool to develop on the drum set. Because the pad also and the pedal have a similar sound. I mean, I could use a hi-hat, but I thought this would be a nice new method to do it as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if I see a quarter note, it's gonna be this. These are quarter notes. Together with my foot, right? I can still maybe help you with the different sound just to hear like this, for example. If it helps you, that could be an idea. I can just move it later. If we play the E's, which would be a 16 note rest followed by a dotted 8th note, it would be this. See that my hand is playing after the hi-hat. I had left this because I thought you guys would be here, but actually this is nice for me to have on this side. You also see it. That's the E. 1 E and E, 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 E. Right? So 16 note rest, dotted 8th note is this pattern. Ends 8th note rest 8th note. This is the end. 1E, end, 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 end. It's the right hand accent. That's also easy to write, no? It's not rest note. For the A, instead, we have this dot again, but it's on the rest. 8th note, this 7 without the second line. With the dot, and then a 16, so with the 2 lines. 1, A, 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 A. And I'm playing it is another thing, no, of course, but you want to recognize it and be able to write it. And then as a homework, you also want to be able to play. So let's try to do 4 times each. Let's try with the ghost notes. 1, 2, this is quarter note rest. Now, quarter notes. Second 16th, E. Second 8th notes, and, which is the 13th. Last, A, 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 A. The accent that is before, well, it depends on which perspective you see it, but in loop it feels like it's before the actual pulse of the music, right? When we have the first, now we start to combine them. So these are the most important patterns for you to be able to write, and then you have all the different combinations. You can always write, for now, if you don't know about dots and things, 1/16, so 1 note with the 2 lines, and then 3 consecutive 16-note rest. Depends how you can also, I mean, for me it's completely fine. The ability is to recognize and put on paper, also to write 1 ienda and circle the numbers of wherever the location of the note is, right? And then slowly you get better and better, and then writing notation becomes faster than writing a bunch of words, right? So if I have the first 2 16 notes, I can write 2 16 followed by an 8-note rest, or also in a more difficult way, a 16 note followed by a dotted 8 note. I'll show you in a moment how it looks. But it sounds, and it will sound, without the ghost note, right? I don't want to get too much into PPR approach and I get lost into. And now let's try to add an ostinato on top. There are some messages. If you can, always talk because I don't. Hello. The computer is far, so I don't see the message. Very good. So let's go to this camera here. Let me put the book. Where is the pen? Here it is. Okay. So we have 2 16th followed by an 8th note rest. That's absolutely correct to write this pattern. Most of the time I also write it like this. But if, for example, what I play after also starts with a rest, I can get confused with too many rest signs in a row. So I'd rather write this in this other way. Again, slowly it will become a picture, and also now you can think of this as a picture. So if you just write it somewhere there in your paper, this is a 1E. They are the same, up to you. If I have a lot of rest after, I write it in the second way. If after that I have a quarter note, maybe I write the first version. It depends, right? Somebody knocked or no? Alles klar? After this, which would be 1 and 2 out of the 4/16th, we have 1 3, which would be the 2 8th notes. 1 and. If you play all of the hands, it's going to be 2 right hands. So we're putting them into combination. No? 1 2, 1 3, 1 4 would be possible to be written like this. And there are some situations where this is written, but it's actually the same as writing this beautiful dot, which, if you don't know what it is, remind me or any of us at the next lesson so we can explain to you what it is. Which is the number plus the A. You're gonna see a lot of dots when you read
Can you
any song.
move it up a little bit to see the previous one?
What do you mean?
No, move it down a bit. I cannot see very well.
Down.
Yes.
One, two, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3. Either or. The second one is better. Less rest signs. And then, like every day, just stay on one pattern, you know. Just get obsessed with each of them. So there is no way to confuse them. If you see too many at once, of course, today is gonna be a bit overwhelming. To see always to know, but not just to know that you can do it. It's like to actively write it on paper. When you read, you can use your logic, but when you have to write, there is only what you already absorbed. And it's so much more powerful to write than just to passively read. It's a different skill, but correlated. Should write at least 4 bars per day as a good night, or as you wake up. It depends. If you want to use it to wake up your brain, I play chess. You can write a few bars. And then it becomes normal. You want to get it to a point that it's not really using so much of your computing power, no? That it gets nice. If I go, and as you know, as you probably noticed, I haven't been to the barber shop for a very long time, but when I used to, I always had a piece of paper and I would just write. I don't know what. I would start with a quarter note and then it would always turn into some sort of pattern. It's just a good way to, I don't know, if you're waiting for somebody or for the tram or you're on the tram, take a piece of paper. Make it part of your day, you know. One day you write in quadruplets, one day you write in triplets, and one day you write in quintuplets. Different time signatures. Okay, so this is 2, 3, we're missing 2, 4. Let me go here, for example, which we can write like this. And it's equal to writing like this. Left, left. And now we're missing what? 2, 4, 3, 4. Which the best way is to write it like this, and I wouldn't suggest any other option. 3, 4 would be, what I mean is 1 E and A. 8th note rest, 2/16. Natasha, write 1 bar down for yourself, because then you make 1 bar dictation. Just 1 bar big for yourself that they don't see, and then you will play that 1 bar. Simple, simple, simple. Right? So these are all the sequences of 2 notes. We have 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 4. You want to go in order. 1 note is fixed, the second one moves until both of them are at the end. I learned this in informatic systems, basically. I guess from all zeros to all ones. I don't remember what the fuck it was. But I was bored and I was thinking, how can I use it in music? And then it actually worked. To not forget any of the possible combination of notes. How to know the other combination of notes? There is a formula from statistics and probability. 2 at the power of number of elements gives you the number of combinations of a deck of cards or something. I don't know what the fuck. In this case we have 4 notes in a beat, so 2 at the power of 4 is 16 patterns that you want to be mastering on your ability to recognize and of course to play, because most music is in 16 or quadruplets, so it would be, you know, we have a gold in front of our eyes, we don't need to look far, you know. There's a lot of stuff in music, but I mean, let's look for the common things and then we look for the less common things. Most of us look for the... It's good sometimes to approach more difficult territories, but just to take away the fear from the simple ones, because at the end of the day, you know, accompanying in quarter notes and having freedom to improvise in 8th and 16th is what you really will play 99.9 periodical of the time. And most of us don't have good control of this, even after years. Not looking at you for any specific reason, no, but
it's
you're...
really sad. It's like, oh.
Yeah, it is. Because you can do so many things. See, this formula, if you're in a bar of 4/4, you have 2 at the power of 16, which is more than 65,000 possible unique drum fill on one sound. Damn!
Only that?
Huh?
Only that?
And then you, of course, you have melody, no? Yes, so the combinations are almost finished. We have already many of them because 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 4. How many are we? 11. We already did 11 of them, right? We know that the last one, the 16, is going to be all of the notes, so we have very few missing, which are the combination of 3 notes. Combination of 3 notes are going to be 1, 2, 3, which you can write 1, 2, 3 with a double line because we're in second level subdivision 16 notes and then the 16 note rest. But it's also the same as writing this much more common way that you saw in the warm-up, putting the 2 lines here. 1, E, and the I is not played. So 3 notes connected by 2 lines and then you put the rest after, or you incorporate this into an 8th note. Remember this rule, you can always simplify a note with the rest that follows, but never the opposite, because otherwise you would anticipate the note. So I can always make a 16 note into an 8th note if it's followed by... Let me clean this camera a bit.
What an image! What a view! We just...
But look at this beauty. No. How's it going?
It's great.
Yes.
Thank you.
Smash it, smash it. You have a couple of drum lessons happening in this moment in the twin room. So yes, remember this. But I could not simplify, and that's another one that we'll see in a moment. If I have this, I cannot simplify this. When I say simplify, I mean making 2 drawings into one, because if I made this simplified, this note would get anticipated. No? So always look, if there is a silence after a note, you can simplify it. Say for example, quarter note followed by a quarter note rest equals half note. This is possible, but if you have a quarter note rest followed by a quarter note, you cannot do this, because then it means that the note goes from beat 2 into beat 1. So you change the location of the note. You cannot do this, huh? So only this, yes. I still wouldn't do it because I prefer to see the rest. Questions are always welcome, huh? Don't feel shy, we're here together. It's not pre-recorded. Alles good. Nice. So, for now, this one is not part of the game. We did 1, 2, 3. Now we do 1, 2, 4, which is the weirdest looking pattern in the 16-note realm, because it looks like a triplet, but the first and the last one have 2 lines here. It corresponds to writing this. One E, the end is not played, and then the A. It's also my favorite one, is how it sounds. It's very funky. To-dun, to-ta. Right? Very nice. It's nice. It has the number, and plus it has the E and the A. Right, left, left. The second left is missing.
The second left is missing?
The second right is missing. Maybe I said right. Second right is missing. Right, left, left. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4. 1, 3, 4. Again, I see a note followed by a rest. I can simplify that into an 8th note. This is the famous gallop. The E is missing. Tantaka. Where the fuck is the thing? Here. Tantaka. Tantaka, tantaka, tan. When you hear it, you know it's written like this. We're missing just one combination of 3 notes, which is 2, 3, 4, that I brought up there. Starts with an A 16-note rest. What the fuck am I writing? 2, 3, 4. Beep. I should have the beep sound. This cannot be simplified in any way. Huh? This is E enda. The number is missing, E enda. And the last, the 16th 16 combination, is all of them. And with these, you can transcribe most of the things that you listen to. But in the next 16 days, focus 1 pattern per day. You're gonna master it. Well, if you do it, then every 16 days. For the next 16 years. Right? So, let's try each of them for just the training. Whoever understands which of the patterns I'm playing, tell me the location, like 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, and try to associate it with one of the shapes that we looked at. Huh? Right? Now I'll do it with the ghost notes a bit slower. Which one is it?
1, 3, 4.
1, 3, 4, the gallop, huh? 8th note, 2 16ths. Let me do this one now. When you know it, tell me.
1, 2, 4.
1, 2, 4, yes, Marco's favorite. If for my birthday and any of the birthday you want to make me a composition with this pattern, I know. The weird looking one, looks like a triplet but has the 2 second slashes on the side. Look at this, like a little bull. Just thinking about it now. But yeah, make an association. Try to see if you can visualize that image, because then that image sounds 1E, 2E, 3E, 4E, or with the ghost note 1E, 2E, 3. But the ghost note I play just for you for the grid. It's tough. Some of these are difficult to play with the ghost notes and the accents. So that's for a lesson or a PPR session. But I will play the bars later with this. Okay, let's do another one. I'm gonna play 2 beats. It's gonna be 2 different patterns. If you guys know, also here in the room, you can clap your hands and I stop. No, I mean, clap if you want to give me an answer. If from this section, hello, do you know it?
Yeah.
I think the 1E, and
1E, and then enda.
yeah.
And yes, very good. Yeah, it's interesting, and I chose these 2 because rhythm connects. So then when I go from enda 1E, the listeners are gonna hear this sequence of 4 notes. And so we as drummers cannot lose the pulse, the relationship to the beat. But out there they're gonna hear ta 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 ta, which sounds the same as 1E enda, but it starts in a different location, right? As we remove the beat, now we start to have a different perception. 1E and 2E, and 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 1E. Boom, pa 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 pa, ta 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 ta, ta 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 ta. Maybe on the drum is tum tum, ta 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 pum pum, ta. Ta ta pum pum. With this ta would add an extra, not to write, but tu tum, ta ta tu tum, E and 2E. And then you need to learn how to write this note where. The where is a different thing, right? Then we write drum notation. But the most difficult thing is recognizing the patterns. Right? Then you can even invent your own position on that stuff system. That's a different thing, right? To learn faster. So let's do another 2/4 version of this. 3E and 1E and 2E and.
One E and ER.
1E and.
1E and.
Yes, bravo, Aiton.
E and.
E and of
E
so
are.
second and third of the first beat,
Yeah.
and then second and fourth of the second beat. Let me change page. How to write it? I put 2 lines when I start anything. I always also put the 2 dots, which means simply repeat. I write the time signature. In this case, I have the second and the third, so let me write it first with the rest. So in this case, 16 note rest, 2 16, 16 note rest. That's one way to write it. Followed by 16 note rest, 16 note, 16 note rest, 16 note. You notice that there are so many signs, so many rests, that it's so hard to read this thing. If I see this, I'm a little bit, what the fuck? I can simplify it by writing less rest. I can simplify these, and I can simplify these by writing them into 8 notes. You notice these 2 patterns are exactly mirrored in the sequence of where they start the same, but they are mirrored images. Did I want to actually not, but it's good to notice. Because it's easy to confuse them. I remember when I first learned them that I was a little bit like, fuck, they look too similar. But if you start to write them a lot, you will start to recognize. Anyway, you don't need to write at first sight. I mean, read at first sight in this case. You have time to think, where is this camera pointing that it doesn't see me? I'm not in the... because I lowered it to make you see. Yeah, so that's how you would write this. Okay, Natasha wrote one bar. She's gonna do it for you. Come here, come here.
What you were playing was not difficult. No.
Okay, so I'm right down. She's going to pre-count.
Hi. So, it's in 4/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry.
Play on the gospels, huh?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. That's it. Marco told me to stop.
Listen, it was okay that you didn't read the second eighth note, but
I didn't read?
it's fine, it's okay. You changed
Yeah, but
it.
is
good,
it
it's
better?
good. It's good, it's good. You converted it into a quarter note.
I think because I counted and I played it.
Okay,
Oh well.
now that's the official version. Do it again.
Opa. 3, 4.
Everybody written down? You don't need to play, you need to transcribe, huh? It's not PPR. Okay, thank you very much, Nati. Well done. Ariana, also because the people that are here in the room need to be put in this on the spot, also write a bar that you're gonna do for them. Remember that I would like to have the left foot in quarter notes, not the right foot. Okay, so who knows what was played? Please say it out loud. I'm gonna show you how it looks like also on paper. In a moment, after you tell me.
Maybe 1 3 2 3 1.
Okay, so you're talking about 16 notes, right? 1 3 would be the 2 8 notes.
Exactly.
Correct?
I think 1 and 2, 3 E 4.
So the first beat was this.
1, yeah.
Huh?
1 and 2,
2.
3 E.
I'm gonna write what you say, yeah?
3 E 4.
Okay, so this is not what she played, but this would sound ta ta ta, taka ta, ta ta ta, taka ta. Okay, next one on the line. The beginning was correct. Tan tan, and then there is a note on 2, yes. Who knows what happens on beat 2? What did you say, Agi? I forgot what you said.
Was it? I said 2-3. So that would be and
2-3 would be
one,
would look
and
would
the
look
E
like
end,
this.
right?
E end would look like this. Sorry, let me see. This one does not exist. There's no dot. And then
Then just 1. So E. Sorry, 1.
1, and we're missing one quarter note here.
And then that was no, actually that's it. That's what I have.
So that would be 3/4 time signature. That would be sounding ta 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 ka ta ta, which is also not what happened. That would be
It's
rock
1 and 2 and 3. Oh, no.
and
Up,
3.
nee.
No,
1
it
E,
would sound ta
1 E,
ta
and
ta
a
ta
2
ta
E, and
ta
a 3
ta
E,
ta
and
ta ta
4
ta.
E, and a
Right? This is what would sound like ta 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 ta, which is also not what happened.
yeah.
Any other offers?
Maybe in the third one will be E N instead of 3E.
Ari, what happened? Maybe you know?
The one in the two, or yeah.
2, and then
one is not with one.
tell me, I write. Tell me more information.
one.
Which location?
1 and 2. And
On B2, what happens?
B2 and 1 and
So 2.
2.
The first and the last 16, no?
Yeah,
That's how you
that's-
say it?
yeah.
Yes.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. Exactly that. And then 3 and first, and then 4.
Yes.
Four, no.
That's how what she played looks like. Yeah. This is out of focus, but if I leave it there, it will come to focus. Hopefully. Remove it. Remove this. Come on, camera. Go to focus. Maybe it should just be a little bit higher.
Oh.
But it doesn't close. Let me see if I can. It's just too near. It doesn't lock, of course. Okay. Let's see. Maybe some gaffer tape, some Jesus tape would be.
Good enough?
Maybe just some tape. Yeah, because it falls down, yeah. Anyway, that's how it looks like. 2 8 notes, dotted 8 notes 16, which is the first and the last. You could also write that with the 16, followed by 2 8, 2 16 notes rest and then 16. And then 2 quarter notes. Tam 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 ta 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 ka ta 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 ka ta ta pam 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 pa pam pam tam tam ta tam tam. Just yes, thank you, Nati. This should the Jesus tape should solve it if I put it a bit higher here. Do something like this. Perfect. Oh la la. If you have me big, you should be able to see it properly, no? Natasha actually had written and then mistakenly played this as a quarter note, but actually wanted to play this with an 8th note, which would have sounded ta ta tam katam, tan 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 katam, tan tan tan. But then she executed this way and was very good to not re-go back. It's better once you do it to keep the phrase consistent. There was one concert with the bass player that they hit the wrong high note, they were sliding, they hit the wrong one and then they kept the whole chorus doing this. It sounded weird, but I mean, just when you make a mistake, repeat it the same and then people will think it's a stylistical choice. That's always a good trick.
I read a quote today from Miles David, which was, "It's not the note you play which is the wrong note; it's the wrong note you play after that note."
Yeah, it's what you do after that makes it right or wrong. Yeah, the note per se is never right or wrong. A note can also not be on time or off time. Is that we lose the concept of time when we play in a strange place. If we don't recognize where the notes that we play are, then we don't know where the downbeat is, and then we go out of time. Yeah, but as you get better, you don't get out of time anymore. Yeah, these big mistakes don't happen as you improve. Minor mistakes for sure. Okay. Okay, Ari, your bar, come here, and then we do the full rhythm transcription, which is gonna be for intense bars. Okay. Ari. Hi, I think
Hello.
No pressure.
These ones.
or
Do
those.
you have one? Thank you much. I need my notes. Where are
You can
my
put them
notes?
there. Or
Good. So first of all, hi. I'm gonna do this slowly. So,
yes, and give the hi-hat as a free count.
Okay, so 1 bar for 4. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm a bit unclear with the ghost notes. Maybe don't play the ghost notes.
Okay.
They're not all soft the same, so maybe play
Okay.
only the accents.
Huge. 3, 4.
Alright, thank you, Ari.
And now I disappear.
That helps me so I can have a smoke. Tell me.
1 and 2 E 3 E and 4.
Bravo. Okay, you pronounce it not on the rhythm, but the R.
Yeah. To read.
Okay, here's how it looks like. I write in the white here so we can see. Pam, pa 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 pa. Pa 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 pa. Pa. Confirm, Ari?
I confirm.
Nice. Brava, Yati. Very nice. Tan ta 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 tan ta ta tan 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 ta 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 tan ta ta tan tan. If I want to play this as a groove, tun to katun ta would be a good example because I want to avoid 3 consecutive bass drums. So I would go. Let me write it on top. No, it's fine. Kick, 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 snare, kick, 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 snare, kick, snare. And I avoid anytime I have 3 consecutive notes. Oh, la la, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's when it's too near, it gets yeah. kick, 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 snare, kick, 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 snare, kick, snare. Tun tu tu katun tu tu katun pa. Tun tu tu tatun tu tu katun ta. Tun tu tu katun katun. Yeah, so nice. Because I would go tun tu tu katu tu 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 tu, but this triple stroke will slow me down. So I have this nice funky snare in between on beat number 3, which makes it very nice. Tun tu tu katu ka. Tun tu tu katu ka. Tun tu tu katun 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 ka. If you put so if I look at these as how it would be written drum wise, I would have 8th note here, 2, 3, 4, and I go tune, tu, ka, tune, ka, tune, ka. And now I have 2 options. Either I bring everything up, and that's one way to write it. With an 8th note hi-hat and the location of the snare, we decided to avoid the triple stroke of the bass drum. Or I keep the hi-hat on top, separated, so I see that the hi-hat is consistent in 8th notes. It's easier to recognize that. And on the bottom I write the rhythm that we figure out. Both of them sound the same, they look different. And in some situations you want one thing. This note is here. Well, I made a mistake. To cartoon. Yeah, this note is actually here. That's an 8th note. Oh! Don't think of too many things at once. Rule number 1. Nice. Now, ready? Get your pen. Let me just write this so I don't fuck up. We are in 4/4. Yeah. All right. You didn't see, no? Did you see? No. All right, bar number 1. Is to the height? Yes. I'm gonna do it 3 times. And the 4th time, I play it again and go to to the following one. All right? There is always a pre-count. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 E and Let me be gentle because we're at the beginning. Let me loop this bar for a moment. Good idea? Yes. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, let me say 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Porra. Yes. Without the ghost notes. Sounds like this. And now I play you this bar and I go into the next one. 3 E and 4 E and they're laughing over here at the headquarters. Okay, so now we repeat only this new bar, okay? 3 E and 4 E and damn it. When I do it, maybe I also play the following one with the hi-hat so you really understand how it correlates the next beat, okay? Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Let me loop it for a moment. 3 and 4 and sing it in your mind, try to transcribe it. I'll write the next one. Okay, so I'm gonna play it one more time and then I go into the next bar. Three, 4. Now I'm gonna play only this new bar. 3 and 4 and 3, 4. 3, 4. without the ghost notes. 3, 4. Three, 4. Now I loop it. 3 and 4 and ready? I'm gonna play the previous bar and then I'm gonna go into bar number 4, which is the last bar. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and easy. Only this last bar. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 E and 3, 4. Two, 3, 4. Without the ghost notes. Now I loop it. Okay, now I will play all of the 4 bars. Ready, steady, go. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and without the ghost notes. 1. B and
Oppa Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Help! Help!
how you doing?
Help me!
How's your brain like before, no? Like more like this. Did you manage to write everything?
I managed to write. Oh, you mean the ones that you're playing?
What
The whole
else?
class. I'm asking about if I wrote the.
These four bars, yes, these 4 bars.
I just managed the last
not-
bar. The others I couldn't write them.
What about you, Itong?
The first, I didn't get the first one because I don't know why. I think I have the second, third, and fourth, but the first one I don't really have.
Yating, did you manage?
I think the second and the third, I'm not sure. But the first and the fourth, I kind of write it.
Agi? Agi?
I wrote all 4. I'm sending on Discord. You can check them, but I'm not sure how good it
Send
is.
your pictures. Then I send you the writing also on Discord, so we can look.
Then we can compare the writing that we did. We're probably hearing some weird noise from the other side. On the other side, this narration
will feel a little bit strange, but I have faith in you.
Can't hear from here.
This money also paid for the proper pro version, so we have thousands of voices
Oh.
to confuse everyone.
Noise.
Okay, so let me take a picture. Did you all send your picture on Discord?
No, because I actually wrote it differently.
But you don't know. Well, don't trust that your colleagues did it right. You know.
No, I wrote the accents, not the notes.
But that's fine.
Is it?
I mean, if you recognize the location of the accent, that's also fine. The ultimate goal is to write actually the notation, of course. Put some.
I thought they were like 16 notes.
I also need to rewrite it to be something readable. I only wrote it in the way I can read.
Where?
Mm-hmm.
This one. This
I wrote 1E.
Yeah, I wrote one.
You too. No, you wrote
1E.
That'd be right. It's exactly the same, yeah.
Oh, you're right.
No, but
Ah,
both
then
are
yes,
right.
then
Yeah.
yes.
Then yes.
But that's a clue.
You wrote a few more dots that are not present also on the quarter notes, Agi, but good attempts. Let's see, a lot of improvement.
Thank you.
Yeah, after the quarter notes, we don't have the dots.
Okay. Yeah, exactly, because quarter note
It exists, but it's not.
No, I get you actually. Yeah, quarter note just play, not necessary.
Ah, then yes.
So I'm gonna click click a sound that I don't know what it does, so I will figure it out. Perfect. Good to know. Also remember, tongue accents are always on the other side. It's major sign, not minor sign. Good to know. Sometimes you see them as a V, which is an even stronger accent, but the usual accent is major. We're waiting just for, I think, Yating picture, no? Oh. Venus wrote it. Oh. Or did you send it, Yating? No, you didn't send it.
2,000 years later. Not the sounds I can entertain you with. Okay, let me send a picture of myself. Let's see if I wrote some fuck up, you know?
Oh, yeah, I can see it.
Perfect timing. Right, good job. What did you notice? Who can tell me? What was the concept? There is usually a concept. Nobody noticed? You could have noticed, like, from the
You
second,
shifted note? Or what? No. Wait.
you could have noticed something like on bar 1 and basically not listen to me anymore. Which is anyway probably what you did, but without it. There's some messages here.
And the fourth bar reminded me of 3 over 4, but with some extra of 3 over long.
That is the beginning of one of the bars. If you do the sequence of two notes by 2 notes, if you go ta-tan, 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 but it's different, yeah. It continues different. Can remind of that, but no, there is an overall concept like for the whole 4 bars, eh? I'm allergic to back transcriptions. So the pictures I got there.
Your skin must be burning then.
What?
Your skin must be burning then for my transcriptions.
No, because it's actually my fault if you write wrong, so I'm allergic to it. No, you guys are doing great. Great for even just be here today. Thank you so much. I appreciate a lot. And then you need to do it consistently, no? On your own. Every day, write whatever you remember. No, now I try to write this, and then you can send me a picture whatever time of the day I tell you. But you know, one thing is reading, and the other action is also, I mean, be able to recognize. But in first person, now you try to write phrases only in 8 notes, only in 16. See how many patterns you remember, how they're written. Nobody understands the concept behind it. I mean, the concept's just an idea. It's not like a big concept, but there is something that should be very visible now that you have it on paper. There, and it's what I mean, like on paper we can see things that are a bit harder to recognize when we just hear music. But if you look, also if you notice any mistake that I may have made, please tell me, so that because I wrote quick and then executed. But
is to just link everything together, like
sorry? Tell
You
me.
just link everything together, like all the patterns from one note to two note to three note to four.
Bravissima, Yating. I went sequentially from zero
Yeah.
notes to all of the notes, beat by beat. So if you figured that out, you could have just basically copy pasted them. And that's a very powerful 4 bars. In these 4 bars, you have all the 16 note patterns that you should master. And if you rehearse each beat separately, or then group by 2, and then the whole 4 bars, you keep this vocabulary alive. It's a nice zipped version of all the 16 note patterns. Brava, brava, don't have a brava here. Brava, brava. Should have a brava. Brava. Listen to. Well, maybe this is brava. It's good enough. Maybe this one too. No, sorry. That's for the other ones I didn't answer. No, sorry. It wasn't for you, Yating. Sorry.
You have more like.
I have more insults.
effects on
I have more
your
insults because I don't expect people to answer correctly. I have one EP. So if you have any question, bring them on. Not too long because we need to destroy Natasha at the drum lesson now. Any of you, any curiosity? Did you enjoy the lesson also? Did you enjoy this format?
Yeah.
Very
It was
nice.
great.
Yes.
Thank you.
Was great actually getting to my first transcription class, but I think I need to have a lot of basics. I have no idea about how to
Yes,
write
of
the
course.
symbols.
We
So
need
do you
to-
already have some videos or some study materials that I can have
No,
a look?
usually if you book Zoom lessons, we go through this stuff. Of course, nowadays we also do
Okay.
all of them in person, but if you want to dig deeper into this, also guys, you are free to use the BDE SOS anytime. So if you are working on this stuff and then you want to consult with me, the BDE SOS doesn't need any approval. It already appears in my calendar. Just text me and then we can look at whatever you do. You can use it once per month. So use it. Nobody has been using it yet. So I was like, okay, let me do a BDE SOS and then boop.
But the BDE SOS still has like you have to book it on a special date, right?
I mean, I think it's still set up as like a few days in the future because I
Yes,
have it like
yes.
if you really have an emergency, but it means you're probably sick or so you have a concert tonight, call me. Huh? I'm always available.
Okay.
But with
Okay.
the SOS, it's probably like 3
That's
days
the
from
real
now,
SOS.
it's- Yeah, so it's an SOS for not a red code. Just a consultation. Super, guys. Thank you so much. An applause to you all.
Thank you.
Yippee, 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 yippee. Okay, finished. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks a
Have
lot.
fun.
I have the
What a
Halloween
lovely-
band too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Love you all. Bye bye.
Bye bye.